Hello, guys. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Football Fan UK. Oh, technology really stressing me out today. Really, really fighting me. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, technology just fighting me all the way today. So, if it can go wrong, it's going wrong today. Sorry, guys. So, we're off and underway. Let me just get the radar on the screen. There we go. Sorry, guys. Oh, both sets. Tottenham managing to keep the possession there at the back. Oh, we've got it coming together early on that far side of the field. What's the referee decided here? Why has he carried that on? Well, Tommy Tomiyasu carrying it on after the ball had left the Tottenham player. Now Tottenham playing out from the back as the ball played long down this near side. Paris is with us. How you doing, mate? Paris saying hi. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well, Paris. Now Spurs with the possession as they play it into the centre of the park. Hope you're doing well, Paris. Hope you're having a good weekend so far, mate. Now the ball played out wide on this near side, but Arsenal have deflected it out of play, and that will be a throw-in on this near side to Spurs. Pretty much bang on the halfway line. And now they play it back into their own half, knocking it about on their defensive line as Arsenal pressing the ball well from the front. Paris is saying, just hit the like button for you. Thank you very much, Paris. Appreciated, mate. Really appreciate that. Top man. Now the ball with Arsenal as they've won it back on this near side, playing it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long down the field as Arsenal trying to get in behind the Tottenham defence here. They've managed to as they come into the box. Ball played in as it's knocked away by Tottenham. And now Tottenham trying to play out from the back as they quickly play it out towards this near side as Arsenal come across to press the ball. But Spurs still with the possession as they work their way up the field. Oh, he's just pushed him over there. He's not going to get away with that. Spurs taking a free kick quickly as now they play it into the centre. It's knocked out wide to that far side. As Tottenham just cut it back to the halfway line. Now the ball played out to that far side. As Spurs trying to come forward, but now they played it back into the centre. So thank you for that, Paris. Nice one, mate. I hope you, as I say, hope you're having a good day, mate. Let us know if you've got a score prediction. Stevie's saying hi, Gaz and chat. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. Now the ball won back by Arsenal on this near side, but they've lost it again as Spurs play it back to their defensive line, just on the halfway line. Now trying to build again as Arsenal just sitting off inside their own half. They're keeping quite a high line though, as Tottenham trying to work it out to this near side, but forced to play it backwards. Now Tottenham with the possession on this near side as they're just knocking it about between the centre backs and the goalkeeper at the moment. Now they play the ball forward as Arsenal try to challenge again, but Tottenham again play it straight back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball chipped forward up into the centre circle as it's won back by Arsenal. And now Arsenal play it out wide on this near side as they try to come forward with Saka. Saka just cutting it back there as he runs into traffic. And now Arsenal playing it back into the centre circle as they just keep the possession. Spurs coming to press the ball from the front as Arsenal force back into their own half. And now ball played. Oh, Spurs have won it there as they've nicked it off top. And Arsenal. Ball played out wide on that far side as they come towards the edge of the box. Ball played in. It's not crossed in. It's played in as it's knocked back outside the box as Arsenal quickly scramble to get bodies back behind the ball. Now the ball played forward. No foul given there. As eventually it rolls all the way back to the Arsenal goalkeeper. Scrappy start to the game, guys. We're 5.5 minutes in. Arsenal now with the possession at the back. Now the ball chipped forward, out wide on this near side as Saka just manages to keep it in play. Now he comes towards the edge of the box as he cuts it back. And it's, well, Arsenal trying to play a 1-2 there, but it didn't work out as the ball's gone out of play. And that will be a throw-in on this near side. He's going to put it, throw into Tottenham, deep inside their own half on this near side of the field. Now a long ball thrown up the field as Arsenal managed to intercept it. Now they chip it forward as it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now chips the ball forward as Arsenal trying to get in behind, but the ball just too much on that and it's bounced out of play. And that'll be another Tottenham throwing on this near side. Deep inside their own half. Davies to take it. Ball comes back in play as Tottenham pressed by Arsenal, but Tottenham managing to knock it forward up towards the edge of the centre circle. Now they knock it out wide to this near side as it's played forward, but Spurs forced to play it backwards though as Arsenal quickly come across to challenge for it. But Spurs keep the possession as they play it back into the centre. Now knocking it forward as they try to come forward down the middle. Arsenal trying to challenge again, but Spurs knock it out towards this near side. Now racing forward towards the edge of the box. Looking to try and get the cross in. Cross comes in, but it's straight into the goalkeeper's hands, who manages to intercept it quite comfortably at the near post. Now Tottenham trying to play out from the back as they play it out wide on this near side. Well, Arsenal not doing very well with the possession here as they chip it forward up towards the edge of the centre circle, but it's gifted back to Spurs. As now Spurs play it out towards that far side, cutting it back though towards the edge of the centre circle. As now they switch the play out to this near side, coming forward. As Stevie's saying, do you have a score prediction, Paris? I think he's gone already, Stevie. Ball knocked out wide on that far side. And so now they just cut it back into the centre. Oh, Arsenal challenge for it there as they've won it back. And now Arsenal kick it long up the field, but it's challenged by Tottenham as the ball knocked back in the direction it come from. And it's bounced all the way back to the Arsenal goalkeeper. If you're just joining us, guys, we're just coming up towards 9 minutes gone, still 0-0. Now Tottenham trying to challenge there as Arsenal play out from the back. They knock it out quickly to this near side to Saka. Saka now coming forward as he cuts it back into the centre. Now it's played towards the edge of the box. Knocked out towards that far side as the ball crossed in. It's headed away by Spurs. Arsenal regain the possession outside the box, but they've won a foul here. So they're going to get a free kick just outside the box. So Arsenal with this free kick just on the edge of the D, just outside the box, slightly out to that far side. As yeah, I'd say about 20 yards from goal. Three Arsenal players standing over the ball. Free kick taken. The wall does its job as the ball's deflected away out to that far side. And now Arsenal playing it back towards the halfway line as Tottenham quickly come out to press the ball. Arsenal play it out wide on the far side of the field. As now it's with Arsenal. Spurs challenge for it on that far side as they've won it back. Now Spurs trying to come forward down the far side of the field as Arsenal challenge for it, but Spurs just cut it back as they play it back towards the edge of the centre circle. Still playing it out on that far side as they knock it forward. It's won back by Arsenal. Spurs have won it in the box as Arsenal slip on in possession there. Not Spurs playing it backwards instead of forwards as now they play it back down that far side, not towards the edge of the box as Arsenal quickly trying to challenge, but Spurs get the shot off and it's always rising and it's gone over the top of the crossbar. Yeah, very, very scrappy at the moment, guys, the game. Yeah, that's gone well out up into the. So Arsenal now to play out from the back as the ball kicked long down the field by the goalkeeper. Both sets of players trying to win it on the halfway line as it's knocked out towards its near side and it's gone straight out for a throw into Arsenal, just inside the Spurs half of the field. They're nicking a few yards there, Arsenal, definitely. Ball comes back in play as Arsenal play it back into the centre of the park. Now coming forward as they play the ball out wide on that far side. Just cut it back inside though as Arsenal now chipping the ball over the top, trying to get in behind the Spurs defence as they manage to. Ball played into the box and Arsenal, well, did he get it in the back of the net there? He's took the shot. Can't see whether it's gone in the net or gone past, but I think the flag's gone up. Yeah, the flag's gone up. He's marginally offside there. Yeah, the flag is up. I think he actually scored though. So Spurs now with a free kick midway inside their own half. So now Tottenham just knocking it about on the edge of their own box. As Arsenal press the ball from the front. Spurs trying to keep the possession under pressure there as they knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now it's played out wide on this near side as the ball played forward. It's won back by Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal here coming into the box as they get the shot off, but it's blocked off by Romero. And Spurs forced to knock it out of play. And that will be a corner on this near side for Arsenal. Both teams guilty of making mistakes at the back and losing possession in dangerous places. Tottenham did it a few minutes ago. Arsenal did it a few minutes ago, and Tottenham have just done it now. So corner on this near side for Arsenal. Saka now to take the corner. Comes in towards the near post, and it's headed into the back of the net. Well, I don't know how he's got that in. Such a tight angle, but he managed to head it into the back of the net. Is it an own goal? I'll just wait to see a replay of this. Who got the header? It came in towards the near post. And it looks like it's come off a Spurs player. Why is White allowed to interfere with a keeper like that? I'm not sure. That's questionable, but Arsenal have the lead. 15 minutes in, guys. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. Now Spurs get us back underway as they play the ball out towards that far side. Arsenal press back into their own half, and Spurs just play it back to the centre circle. Now they come forward, knocking it over the top. Spurs trying to get in behind the Arsenal defence as they cross it into the box, but the goalkeeper manages to intercept that quite comfortably, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Arsenal. As now they quickly play it out wide on that far side, trying to come forward as Spurs challenge for it. They've won it back here, Spurs, as they race. Oh, well, that's a foul. That's definitely a foul. He's racing forward and he's pulled back by Odegaard. Odegaard on that far side of the field. No, it's not. Trossard, sorry. Trossard pulling him back. Yeah, just a shove. Bob Abbott, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Bob. Hope you're having a good Sunday, Bob. Well, Tottenham have won a free kick here on the edge of the box. On the edge of the centre circle. So now they play it out wide on that far side. Arsenal trying to challenge, but Spurs just cutting it back to the halfway line there. Ball played forward, long down that far side as they take it to the byline. Ball crossed in, and it's headed up behind by Arsenal. And that will be a Spurs corner on this near side. Bob, how you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good day. Bob saying, hi, Gaz. As I thought, Ipswich v Hull would be a tight game. Happy with the point, though. Yeah, good to hear, mate. Yeah, it was a tight game. You're right, but there was plenty of goals in it as well. Very entertaining game as well. Oh, corner comes in as it's headed just wide of that far post. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it was a good game though, Bob. I thought it was a really good game, very entertaining. And obviously, Ipswich still have a game in hand. Obviously, to which I think play on is it Tuesday. I think that's played. I think that's being played on Tuesday night. So yeah, still chance for you guys to get in the automatic promotion spots. But yeah, good to hear you happy with the point, mate. Obviously, I know you would have probably preferred 3 points, but as the old saying goes, if you can't win it, don't lose it. So thank you very much for that, Bob, top man. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Arsenal challenge for it. Spurs come away with it. Spurs now playing it into the centre circle. Now they knock it forward as Arsenal again try to challenge, but Spurs managing to keep it as they knock it out wide to this near side. Now we're coming towards the edge of the box as Arsenal make the clumsy challenge, and that will be a foul. Rick, how you doing, mate? Rick saying, afternoon, guys. Stevie Paris. Hope you are all good today. My score prediction 2-1 Spurs. Good shout, Rick. Thank you, mate. Not too bad. Bit stressed with the technology, but other than that, I'm okay. But yeah, good to hear from you, Rick. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day, mate. And thank you for the early score prediction, mate. Top man. Welcome to the show, Rick. Welcome to the show, mate. Stevie is saying, hi, Bob. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. And Stevie's saying, yeah, Bob, a point better than nothing. Absolutely, yeah. Corner comes in as it's knocked away, but Spurs regain the possession as now they chip it back in. Arsenal knock it away. Spurs win it back on this near side, trying to come towards the edge of the box there, but Arsenal have challenged for it and won it back. And eventually the ball has deflected out of play. So, yeah, well said, Stevie. Point better than none. And Stevie saying, hi, Rick. All good, thanks. What about you? Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Rick saying, all good here, thanks. Good to hear, Rick. Good to hear, mate. Are you a bit more excited about next season now, Rick? Now now your team is safe. Oh, ball played out wide on that far side. As both sets of players challenged for it, and it's gone out of play for a throw into Arsenal. Pretty much on the halfway line. Ball comes back in play as Arsenal play it back to their edge of their own box as the goalkeeper intercepts it. He knocks it forward, but it's won back by Spurs here. As now Spurs charging forward, getting the shot off, but I think it took a deflection there. Let's have a look. Yeah, just come towards the edge of the box. Yeah, it did take a deflection. So corner on this near side for Spurs. Corner comes in. It's headed away. Not cleared though, as Spurs regain the possession outside the box. Shot from distance, but it's Spurs have equalised. Well, I thought that was it came in and the amount of bodies on the edge of the box blocked the shot, but the ball eventually bounced through to Vanders. I think he could be offside. But yeah, the ball bounced through the back, all the bodies, and the first player to react was a Spurs player. And he's managed to smash it past the goalkeeper. Let's have a look. So many bodies on the edge of the box. He just blasted it from outside the box. Just seeing the replay now. My VAR's checking it. While VAR's checking this, you're not seeing the replay properly at the moment, and VAR's checking it. So, yeah, thank you for that, Rick. Rick saying I will be excited about next season if we can keep most of our players. We have a young, evolving side, and it will be good to see it develop. Absolutely, yeah, Rick. Absolutely. But would you be concerned that you maybe need to bring in a little bit more experience to mix it up with a youth and experience, more senior players that might be a bit more experienced, just to obviously give you guys a better chance next season of actually having a more successful season? I think this is going to be ruled offside. I'd like to see it. Well, I want to see the replay of that because that looked tight, but they're not showing us a replay. Well, Spurs might feel a little bit hard done by there. 24 minutes in, guys. Goal chalked off for Tottenham. So it's still 1-0 to Arsenal. But yeah, that absolutely, I totally understand with the youth players, Rick. That totally agree with you there, mate. But like I say, maybe, like I say, do you not think maybe need to add one or two experienced players, more senior players, just that might keep cool heads when you guys need it in tough games. Also, I always think senior players are good for to encourage young players to stay focused. If you've got too many young players in the team, then they can get egotistical and a bit arrogant, like they think they've done it before they've actually done it. If you know what I mean. But I think experienced players, senior players, just help young players keep a cooler head and focus on their football. But yeah, good shout, Rick. Rick saying, past years we have bought cart horses like Andy Carroll. Yeah, Andy Carroll's. He's well done. His best days are well behind him. Who was a spent force when he joined. He scored a few goals, but our football was lumping up to Carroll and boring. Well, you can actually work that style of football, but as you say, the problem is, oh, Spurs now on the edge of the box. Claims for a foul. Arsenal winning it back because now they play it out to that far side. Trying to come forward here. Spurs scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball. It's played long down the field to Saka. Saka now coming into the box. Spurs with limited bodies. And Saka has scored low and hard into the far corner of the net to give Arsenal a 2-0 lead. 26 and a half minutes gone. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Well, Arsenal taking full advantage of Spurs' oh, wow, I don't even know how to describe it. Spurs just look like a bit like rabbit caught between the headlights at the moment. They're all over the place. They're so focused on trying to get forward and grab the equaliser, they left themselves wide open at the back. And Arsenal took full advantage, quickly playing out from the box, chipping it out to that far side. Spurs were still scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball, and just a long crossfield ball sees Saka in behind the Spurs defence. One defender getting back to try and cut him off, but he manages to just cut it back inside, get the shot off, and it goes straight through the two defenders, low and hard, into the far corner of the net to give Arsenal a 2-0 lead. Sorry, Rick. So yeah, I think that kind of football can work, but the problem is, as you say, you got a player like Andy Carroll. Then the manager's just it's poor coaching as well. Rick, it's not you can't obviously. I think Andy Carroll's best days were behind him. After he played well at Newcastle. He played well at West Ham, but he struggled at Liverpool, didn't he? Um, but I think, yeah, if you got a coach that just focuses too much on that style of play, that is a great style of play to play. It can if you're 2-1 down in the last minute of the game, last 5-10 minutes of the game, then that's when that tactic can work really well for you. Lump it up to the big man up front and create panic in the box. But you don't want to be playing that way for 90 minutes, as you say, Rick. So obviously, I totally agree with you. Andy Carroll doesn't help the situation. But you have to I think you also have to lay the blame at the coach for allowing that style of play to just be the norm, to just be that's how we're going to play and nothing else. So yeah. But yeah, I wasn't thinking of a forward player. I was thinking more, obviously, of a senior player, maybe an older central midfield player that's can what I mean. Obviously, I'm gonna give you an example, but he's probably not the right player to make an example of. But the kind of player like James Milner, a senior player that plays with his heart on his sleeve, gives you 110%, works hard, and just sets the example to the young players. Obviously, I know you're not going to get James Milner, but a player like that, that works hard, like a Milner. Obviously, some players that I'm thinking of, I don't even play anymore, like Scott Brown used to do that for Celtic. Celtic brought bringing in a lot of young players. Scott Brown used to do it for them. He was the cool senior player that helped the young players keep their focus. So, that's what I mean. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, Andy Carroll should have retired a while back. His best days definitely behind him. Rick saying now we have some good fluidity in matches now with passes. Well, good to hear. Good to hear, Rick. Yeah, I've been impressed with you guys digging yourself out the hole, mate. Bobby's saying time to put the kangaroo out for the night and bedtime for me. Thank you, and catch you on your next stream. 4-1 win Arsenal. Well, thank you very much, Bob. A pleasure to have you drop in, mate. Yep, you get some rest down under. And thank you very much for dropping in before you go to bed, mate. You're an absolute star. Really appreciated, Bob. Top man. Stay safe, mate. Hope you have a good night's rest. And give the kangaroo and a hug from me, mate. So, yeah, thank you, Bob. Take care, mate. I hope you have a good night's rest and stay safe. Best wishes. Top man, Bob. Thank you, mate. Rick saying one or two experienced players would be okay, but not too many at the moment. We have no money until we get took over, so we will be dipping into the free transfer market. Well, yep, no, that's fair enough. The free transfer market can get you some good players, mate. You can get some good players. You just got to have a manager that recognises the right players. That's the key, isn't it? It's getting the right players. Look at Bolton's team. Bolton's team, most of that team was built that they have right now. Most of that team was built after the previous owners sold the club, and the club almost went bankrupt, as you know. And after the club almost went bankrupt, Bolton were in a transfer embargo for about 3 years. So they had to rebuild the team with just loan players and free transfers. So, or free agents, should I say. So you can get some good players. I'm not saying Bolton's team's perfect. There's still plenty of players that can be improved, but I'm just saying Bolton managed to build an half decent team without spending too much money only on loan players. But yeah, sounds good, Rick. Good strategy, mate. Rick saying we was gonna sign Walcott, but he retired instead. Yeah, I don't think that would have been a good idea, mate. Walcott, his best days were behind him as well, and he would have. I think he would have just been there for the paycheck, mate. I think he would. I know he was a good player back in his day, but I think that's why Arsenal let him go in the end. A part of the reason because he just petered out, didn't he? He just petered out. He's become a player known for injury quite a bit, I think. So yeah, but no, I think Rick, I think the key thing is, mate, you just need a good, hard-working midfield player if you can find one that's obviously got experience. Doesn't have to be a fancy footballer, no flary football, just a good working, hard-working senior player that you can sit in the middle of the park and he's going to set the example. That's the kind of player I think you guys need that would be real advantageous to you guys to push hard for promotion next season. Jamie, how you doing, mate? Jamie saying evening. Hey up, guys. How you? I'm Becky doing, mate, and everyone in the chat. Not doing too bad, Jamie. Technology stressing me out a bit today, but other than that, I'm doing okay, mate. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show, Jamie. Now the ball chipped forward here. That's Arsenal managing to knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now, Arsenal with a possession at the back. If you're just joining us, guys, 34 minutes gone. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Now Arsenal trying to play out from the back because they knocked the ball out wide to that far side. Now they play the ball forward into the Spurs half, still coming forward on the far side of the field as they race towards the edge of the box. It's cut back there as Arsenal losing it as Tottenham managed to win it back. Now Tottenham trying to relieve the pressure on their own box as they play it out wide on that far side, trying to knock it forward, but it's won back by Arsenal. Arsenal just managing to keep it there as they cut it back to the halfway line. So, yeah, thank you for that, Jamie. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you and Megan doing well and having a good day, mate. Pitchside with a part saying hello, everyone. Awesome. How you doing, Pitchside? Welcome to the show, mate. Oh, now the ball played over the top there, but Arsenal have got caught offside. Pitchside saying, hello, Jamie. We came at the same time. Laugh out loud. Well, thank you for that, Pitchside. Top stuff, mate. Stevie's saying, afternoon, day, Jamie. I'm Pitchside. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Now, the ball played forward here as Spurs on the attack, racing towards the edge of the box as Arsenal just quickly get bodies back behind the box, behind the ball, sorry, as Spurs managed to keep the possession, playing it out towards the edge of the pitch on that far side. Now they play it into the centre as Arsenal have managed to get plenty of bodies back behind the ball now. Spurs knocking it out towards this near side. So thank you for that, Stevie. Nice one, mate. Jamie saying, hi, Stevie. How are you, mate? Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibe. Justin Hamilton. Justin saying, hello from a Saints fan. How are you doing, Justin Hamilton? Welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Yep, great to have you with us, mate. And Southampton fan. Awesome. Well, yeah, I think we did. I think we did a Southampton game the other week, didn't we? A couple of about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, welcome to the show, Justin Hamilton, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK, mate. So yeah, Justin saying hello from a Saints fan. Well, pleasure to have you with us, Justin. Hope you're doing well, mate. Let us know if you've got a score prediction for this one. Ball played down that far side by Arsenal as they cross it into the box here, but it's deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner on the far side for Arsenal. So thank you for that, Justin. Welcome to the show, mate. Jamie's saying hi, pitch side. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. And Stevie's saying, oh, good, Jamie. Thanks. What about you? Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. And Jamie's saying, Stevie, I'm all right. Thanks, pal. Good to hear. Good to hear, mate. And Stevie's saying, hello, Justin. Welcome to Fanden. Thank you, Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Now corner on the far side for Arsenal. As the ball comes in towards the near post, it's headed into the back of the net. And Arsenal have scored a third. Well, what is going on with Spurs here? They switched off and conceded what he can only describe as an easy tap in for Arsenal. Well, can you believe the Spurs fans were raging and ranting about how good the new manager was at the beginning of the season, how they were going to go on and win the league and this, that and the other. And as I said, don't get on the hype train. I said it earlier on in the season. Don't get on the hype train. You build him up too much. It's early days. Let the guy just get his feel for the club, get a feel for the team. And no, Spurs fans didn't want to hear it. They knew better. They wanted the glory, and they were overhyping him. And now look at what is happening. Spurs' season has petered out to nothing, are on the verge of petering out to nothing. And now they find themselves 3-0 down in a London derby that matters to the fans. But Spurs players playing like a bunch of amateurs, really, at the moment, as they play the ball out wide on that far side. It's kicked forward. Arsenal trying to challenge for it. Spurs managed to keep the possession, playing it back to the halfway line. But yep, some of the defending from Spurs has been amateurish. Pitch side with a part saying, I'm not too bad, Stevie. How's you? Awesome. Thank you, pitch side. Top man. Thank you, mate. And Stevie's saying, jolly good. Good to hear, Stevie. Thank you, mate. And a thumbs up and a wave from Justin. Thank you, mate. Top man. Jamie is saying, been a busy morning, but I'm all right, thanks, pal. Well, good to hear, Jamie. Good to hear, mate. Yeah, I know that feeling. Busy every day for me, mate. But I know you always busy as well. You work a lot. Now Spurs with the possession on that far side as they cut it back into the centre. Now Spurs knock it out wide on that far side as it's played forward. Arsenal coming to press the ball, but Spurs managing to keep the possession. Oh, Arsenal have mugged them again on that far side. Spurs are shocking today. Arsenal with the possession as now they play it out towards this near side, but ball played on. It's won back by Spurs there. Man, now Spurs charging forward, playing it into Son. Son, well, again, Spurs' possessional play really bad. Ball knocked away by Arsenal as they win it back, but they've gifted it back to Spurs on that far side. Pitchside saying, hello, Justin. What's your thoughts on Southampton this season? Thank you, Pitchside. Top man. Thank you for that, mate. Now Tottenham trying to work the ball down that far side as they try to play it in behind there, but it's intercepted by Arsenal, and Arsenal knock it away back up the field as Spurs regain the possession. Justin saying we were poor, had a bad start, then folded under pressure, but I think we will go up via playoffs. Teams playing at the Mall to not get injured or cards. Yeah, I think you guys. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Justin. Yeah, I think you guys obviously disappointed for the Saints fans that just kind of dropped off a little bit towards the business end of the season in respect of dropped points in some silly places. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Southampton, really good team, tried to build several good teams in the Premier League when you guys were up there, and unfortunately, you suffered through building those teams and developing players. Obviously, with bigger clubs with bigger budgets coming in and stealing your better players, so that didn't help. But you guys have still managed to. You've impressed me, Southampton, how they've managed to keep building and evolving teams, even though you've had some of your better players picked off by the rich clubs, shall we say. But like I say, Southampton have stayed focused. They've kept chipping away. They've kept developing players. They've kept bringing in potential players that they think they can get better. They can improve and develop better. But like you say, just maybe a little period of adjustment. Justin, do you maybe think, mate? Just obviously being back in the Championship, you guys playing in the Premier League for quite a few years, stayed up there. So maybe just a bit of a period of adjustment to the reality of the Championship, because as we know, as much as the Premier League is a great league, the Championship is no walkover, is it, mate? So yeah, maybe it's a bit of a reality check for some of the players, and that's why sometimes maybe the performances haven't been as good as you guys would expect against some of the other clubs in the Championship. Just like I say, maybe the players just underestimating the opposition. Not realizing just how scrappy it is in the Championship. You got to take. Don't matter whether you're playing the top team or the bottom team in the Championship. You've got to take every team seriously because, as we know, any team, whether they're top or bottom, they can take points off each other. Who would have had QPR beating Leeds the other day 4-0? Not many of us, but it happened. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Justin. Thank you for that, mate. Now Tottenham with the possession at the back. Pitch side saying, yeah, true, mate. Absolutely. Thank you for that, pitch side. Jamie saying season Arsenal 3 Gunners. Oh, Spurs have just had an opportunity with Son. Season Arsenal 3-0 Gunners. Yeah, Son getting in behind there, getting right through the centre backs as he got the shot off, but it's gone over the top of the crossbar. Just couldn't get it on target. Thank you, Jamie. Pitchside saying Arsenal are so hateful. No offence to anyone. Um, I think that I don't know if they're hateful, but they're arrogant. There's a lot of arrogant Arsenal fans. I'll give you that, mate. There's a lot of Arsenal fans that are just in Neverland. They're just delusional. They really are just delusional. And I agree to a certain extent. Yeah, I suppose actually thinking about it, you have got a point because I don't like the fact that Arsenal fans was hating on Arteta not so long ago. And I thought that was well out of order. And there's been several other managers they've hated on. So, yeah, there's definitely, yeah, that's a fair point, especially as far as hating managers and players. I think they do show that. I don't know if they're hateful towards all fans, but I think there's definitely an amount of arrogance about a certain percentage of it. Obviously, not Arsenal fans. There's still some good Arsenal fans, as there is with other clubs. There's always good fans and bad fans. Um, but I know what you mean, pitchside. I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, they have a bit of an arrogance about them. Pitchside saying, how long played, Gaz? We're just sick. We're actually into added on time now at the end of the first half. 6 minutes added on time. Spurs just knocking it about on the halfway line. So we're bang on 45 minutes. We're actually into the added on time now. Ball knocked out wide on that far side for Spurs as they now come forward towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in, but it's intercepted by Arsenal. As Arsenal now trying to play out from the back. Ball chipped out wide on that far side as all sorts of players challenging for it. And eventually it's deflected out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick. Jamie's saying, I was doing cutting the wood up for tomorrow for work, still working in Sheffield because the weather being bad. Cutting the wood up? What's that, Jamie? You confused me there, mate. Cutting the wood up. Scaffolding's made of steel with wooden planks that are normally thingy. What? Are you inventing your own scaffolding there, Jamie? You throw me off with that one. Cutting the wood up for tomorrow for work. Is Jamie stoking the boiler? Honest, you throw me off with that, Jamie. Right, come on, explain. Why do you need wood for scaffolding, mate? Obviously, you're a roofer. You do roofing, don't you? So cutting the wood up, you've got the wooden slats that are already made that you fit the slates to. So you have the wooden slats, wooden boards that are already made. So I'm confused, Jamie. I'm confused. What do you need wood for your job, mate? I'm confused. But then again, mind you, there's different types of roofing because there's that fancy roof. What's that called now with the straw? That's a specialised job, that actually, isn't it? That's quite expensive to do. What do they call it now? It's got a special name. Thatched roof. A thatched roof, that's it. Spurs now trying to play out from the back. You'll have to let me know, Jamie. I'm confused with chopping the wood up. Justin is saying it went wrong when we got the idiot from the Vales in Wales. But what can you do? Well, I don't know, Justin. I wouldn't say it's gone wrong. I think you guys have been okay this season. You've managed to keep yourselves in the mix for automatic promotion for most of the season. Obviously, just dropped off a little bit towards the end. But yeah, I don't. I'm not sure which player you're referring to though, Justin. If you could let me know, or maybe he's talking about the. He's talking about. I think he's talking about a player there, particular player, Jamie. Obviously, I do know Southampton, but I don't know every player, mate. I don't know. Obviously, I cover a lot of clubs here on Fandom. So it's impossible for me to remember absolutely every player as they rotate and change. Obviously, so many players coming through. We cover a lot of football here on Fan Den, so I'm trying to cover obviously Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, and also Scottish football as well. So it does get a bit confusing with all the different teams and remembering all the different players. Sometimes I'm getting better at it, but it still gets quite a bit muddled up. So that's why I try to stick to the commentary and not focus too much on player names because I just know I'll start making loads of mistakes if I start to focus too much on player names because every season players shift and move around. Then you've got young players coming through as well. So and plus, fans listening in might not know every player. Same as I'm always honest enough to not admit that I don't know every player either. So yeah, Justin, if you could tell me a little bit more, mate, who you meaning, that would be appreciated, mate. I'm not sure who you're referring to there with the Wales player, but thank you for that, mate. But I say, mate, I think you guys have played pretty well this season. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of adjustment. This is where you'd have to be, respectful to all the other clubs in the championship that it's not going to be every game just straightforward, is it? I'm surprised Leicester have done so quite well without hardly being defeated. To be honest, I thought they might slip up a little bit more than they have. But mind you, they did have a little bit of a blip, didn't they? Pitch side of the parts are saying, I think Adams is a good player. All right. Well, I'm not sure. I can't think of who you guys mean. I'll have to have a look him up. I'll have to look him up. Pitch side of the part saying, always thought Van der Vaart was a good defender. Maybe he is just having a bad day. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think that most of the Spurs team is having a bad day at the moment. Spurs now on this near side ball. Crossed in. It's headed away by Arsenal. And there goes the half-time whistle. Thank you for that pitch side. Jamie's saying it's the scaffolding boards I have to cut. All right. Are they not ready made, Jamie? Are they not ready made, mate? What are you cutting them for, Jamie? Have they got rot in them or something? I know a scaffolding board, normally long scaffolding board with a tin strip on the end, obviously. Um, I presume some have got damaged then, Jamie. Okay, mate. My bad. My bad. Thank you for that, Jamie. So obviously, Jamie must be repairing scaffolding boards. Jamie's saying we only have so many for in the morning. We need more. Ah, right. So he's cutting more of them. Right. Cool. That's got to be cheaper than buying them, yeah, because they're quite expensive, aren't they? Scaffolding boards. Justin is saying, manager Nathan Jones. Ah, right. You're talking about the manager. Sorry, mate. My bad. I thought you were talking about a particular player there. My apologies. My apologies, Justin. Saying he was proper useless. Fair enough. Fair enough. To be honest, I didn't see enough of him when he was managing you guys. Um, But why did he even get the job anyway? When I don't know an awful lot about. I have heard of him, but I don't know a lot about him. Um, but why is such an unknown manager getting a chance at a club like Southampton? Southampton, great club, former Premier League club, um, been very competitive. Known, I think most fans know Southampton in recent years for developing talent, and obviously you guys have spotted some awesome players and managing to bring the youth players through, but also more experienced players that you've bought from, like for example, Van Dijk. Obviously, you guys got him from Celtic and developed him further. And then obviously Liverpool came along and stole him off you. But the point is that the club has been pretty good at identifying talented players, whether it's older players or young players, and developing them and improving them. So I don't understand why Southampton would go for a player that's a bit more a manager that's quite unknown. Like I say, I've heard of him, but I don't know a lot about him. So yeah, to me, he's a bit of an unknown manager. So yeah, but thank you for the insight, Justin. Nice one, mate. Appreciated. Fair, top man. Thank you for that, Justin. Pitch side with the part saying, who did Nathan Jones manage before Southampton? Does anyone know? No, I don't, mate. I don't actually, because I say I have heard of him. I just don't know a lot about him. Justin is saying Luton. Well, I'm not sure because, as I say, guys, don't know a lot about him. 18 SWFC 67. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. SWFC 67. Hope you're having a good weekend, mate. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to the show. SWFC 67 saying, awesome win yesterday and good evening to you all. Thank you, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Looking forward to next season now, mate, with a Steel City derby. Yeah, was buzzing to see you guys get that result yesterday. We was actually concentrating on the other games with Huddersfield and Birmingham yesterday, because obviously both those teams going head to head, and they're both in the bottom three. So we did that game yesterday. But yeah, I was buzzing to guys get a really good win against West Brom. West Brom are a joke, aren't they? They can play really well and then just play really bad. But yesterday, you guys give them a bit of a big slice of humble pie. And yeah, I think that's well deserved. But yeah, buzzing to see you guys get the 3 points, mate. And I've been speaking to one or two Sheffield Wednesday fans on social media, and they think that you guys need one more point. I think you guys pretty much safe now, but obviously one more point in the last game of the season would just be, just be the icing on the cake to make sure of it. But yeah, thank you for that, SWFC 67. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Next season, you got the Sheffield Derby to look forward to. After, I think Jamie told us, 7 years since you guys played each other. So that's going to be a real treat next season. Thank you for that, mate. Justin said he left Luton. They got promoted. He came to Saints, and we got relegated. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, like I say, I'm not going to criticise him too much, guys, because I don't know him well enough. Jamie is saying SWFC looking forward to the Steel City Derby next season, pal. Absolutely, yeah. Rightly so, Jamie, as you guys should be. Pitch side of the part saying, all right, Justin, do you mean at the start of the season he was the manager? He now manages Charlton, and the current manager is Russell Martin. If I'm right in saying. Okay, thank you, pitch side. So he's managing Charlton now. Well, he's not a manager I'm mega familiar with. Like I said, I've heard his name mentioned about, but I don't know a lot about him. SWFC 67 saying, Jamie, yes, definitely looking forward to the Steel City Derby. Awesome. Well, good to hear. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Yeah, well, I think that'll be an awesome boost for Sheffield. And that's fixture. I bet the police won't be looking forward to that, will they? But yeah, I'm sure the whole city will. Justin is saying he got another job. Do you know, it's really bad, isn't it, when managers keep getting jobs one after the other when they're not even deserving of it. Jamie is saying 7 years today we last have a Steel City derby. Well, there'll be another one coming next year. Another one coming next year. Pitch side with a putt saying, yes, Justin, just this year, I think. Okay. And just he's saying, whoa. Okay, thank you, mate. Pitch side with the part saying, it may, I know, mate, he does change a good wee bit. He does change a good wee bit. I'm not following you there, mate. Justin is saying, who is all the chat? Who is all the chats teams? If you don't mind me asking. No, you've got a good mixture here, Justin. We're very much a fan channel. We're not a club channel. We're a fan channel looking to bring good football fans together to create a positive fan community that you guys can enjoy. Plenty of a channel full of haters and all the negative sides of football. But here on Fandom, we're trying to build a positive channel that you guys can enjoy being a part of. Yes, we don't. We love a bit of friendly banter, but we're all about respect and good mix of fans in the Fandom community, mate. We have fans for quite a lot of clubs. There's still clubs we've not attracted fans from, but we've attracted fans from quite a few clubs. You've got Jamie, who's a Sheffield United fan, pitchside, who is I'm forgetting the name of his club now. It's he's a Chelsea fan, follows Chelsea, but he's a Northern Irish lad that did used to follow. I forgot the name now. I'm still learning about the Northern Irish clubs. The Potters. He supports the Potters, but he also supports another Northern Irish club, and I've forgotten the name of it now. Forgive me, I'm still learning about Northern Irish football. Obviously, you have a SWFC 67, who's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. You also have Loyalist who comes in as well. He's a Glasgow Rangers fan. We have Bolton fans come in. We've had a Huddersfield fan come in. We've the list goes on, mate. Oh, Minnie's a Hibs fan. Wigan fan, Millsard, Wigan fan. So yeah, good mix, mate. Really good mix of fans from all different clubs here on Fandom. I'm sure they'll tell you their clubs respectively. Pitch side with the part saying Portsdown, Chelsea, Northern Ireland, and parents are Crusaders fans. That's it, Crusaders. I couldn't remember it. Thank you for that pitch side. Nice one, mate. SWFC 67 saying, I'm hoping Bolton win Barnsley in the semi-playoffs. Thank you for that, SWFC 67. Yeah, I'm hoping for that as well, mate. After last season, they beat us last season, didn't they? But I think they beat us more because we beat ourselves. Be honest, Bolton, my team, my club's Bolton. But I think Bolton beat themselves last season. Just didn't take the threat seriously enough from Barnsley. So hopefully this season we do better and the players are a bit more switched on. But thank you for that, SWFC 67. I appreciate that, mate. Top man. Portsmouth dude, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Portsmouth dude. Saying hi, guys. How's it going, Portsmouth dudes? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. SWFC 67 saying, Portsmouth dude, congrats on winning the league. Awesome. Thank you, SWF 67. Well said, mate. Well said. Yeah, big congratulations, Portsmouth dude. Yeah, I forgot to congratulate you about that. So my bad, mate. But yeah, absolutely. You guys were absolutely awesome this season. I'm buzzing for Portsmouth fans. I'm disappointed my own club didn't obviously make more of a challenge for the top. But I've got nothing but respect for Portsmouth. Fantastic fans, and you guys have been suffering for a few years, obviously with the ownership. Quite a few Pompey fans not been happy with the owner investment in the team, but you guys really starting to click now, and long may it continue. So yeah, well said. SWFC 67 top man Justin is saying hello, dude. Saints fan here. Congratulations on promotion. Awesome. Thank you, Justin. And SWFC, you guys, absolutely awesome. Portsmouth dude saying cheers. Yeah, we also got to congratulate Pitchside with the parts as well. His team also won the league in the Northern Irish Championship, which his team is called Portsdown, who won the Northern Irish Championship. So, yeah, give him a quick congratulations as well, guys. Pitchside with a part saying, hello, Portsmouth. Dude, awesome. Thank you. Pitchside with a parts. Top man. Top man. Right, guys, keep your comments coming. I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to go and quickly grab another drink, and I'll be right back with you. But keep your comments coming. I will read out more comments when I come back. And don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button. Would be appreciated. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. So we're off and underway for the second half. Will Spurs actually do anything in this second half, or are they just going to carry on being Spursy? I'm just saying to my Mrs. Spurs are Spursy. That's why. You'd think they'd be relishing this, wouldn't you, guys? You would think they'd be, oh, look at how many fans have left the ground. Have they left the ground, or have they just gone for the halftime pie? A lot of empty seats on that far side of the stadium. But yeah, Arsenal now with the ball crossed into the box as it's knocked away out to this near side. And now Arsenal with Trossard as he crosses it back in, but it's deflected off the Tottenham player. But Trossard wins it back. And now Spurs trying to kick the ball clear as they do manage to do so. Knocking it up towards the halfway line. But yeah, I'm shocked at Spurs in this one, guys. I thought they put up a real fight today against Arsenal. Obviously, with Arsenal competing for the title, you'd think that Spurs would want to spoil the party, but they're not doing that. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying, go, guys, go get a drink, pal. Thank you, Jamie. I did, mate. Thank you. And Pitchside saying, it feels so quiet without Gaz. Yeah, that's one thing I'm known for, being loud. And thank you for that, Pitchside. Jamie's saying, Pitchside, it's more quiet without Megan. She's upstairs in Bath. I can watch football downstairs. So free kick here for Arsenal. Are you guys not surprised that Spurs have... Oh, Arsenal with a header. And it's gone over the top of the crossbar. So that will be a goal kick for Spurs. But yeah, you guys not equally surprised as well at Spurs not putting up more of a fight in this. As I say, quite shocked, to be honest. I thought they would be really competitive in this one. But no, Spurs are being Spursy. As the ball knocked forward now, it's won back by Arsenal again straight away. As Arsenal, Spurs challenge for it as they win it back now. Spurs playing the ball out towards that far side as they cut it back inside. Pitchside saying, laugh out loud, Jamie. Pitchside with a part saying, going to have to go now. Catch up soon. Enjoy talking to you. All catch up soon. Thank you very much, Pitchside. No worries, mate. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And thank you for being with us, mate. Always a pleasure to have your company and conversation. Hope you enjoy what's left of your weekend, mate. Stay safe and well. And have a good week next week, mate. Thank you for that. Best wishes to you, mate. Take care. Now Arsenal with a free kick on that far side. Jamie saying, bye, Pitchside. Have a nice Sunday afternoon, pal. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Now Arsenal playing the ball out wide on this near side as Spurs come to press the ball. Jamie saying, I don't understand Tottenham. No subs on at half time. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep, no subs. Like I say, Tottenham they're just Tottenham, aren't they? They're just that's why a lot of fans say that Spurs are Spursy, because that's what they do. They huff and they puff, but they never blow the house down. So yeah. Stupid microphone. Spurs now playing the ball out towards this near side. Stupid microphone. The ball played back into the centre. Justin is saying lots of empty seats now. I know. Yeah, you're right, Justin. I know. Quite. Well, I think Spurs fans very disappointed to be 3-0 down, but you still stay. I can understand fans leaving early. I know it's frowned upon by some fans. I get that. Tottenham now coming towards the edge of the box. Can they get an opportunity? It's tried to cross it in there, but it's blocked off by Arsenal, and the ball deflects out to this near side as Spurs regain the possession. Ball crossed in. It's headed towards goal, but it goes over the top of the crossbar. And that will be a goal kick to Arsenal. But yeah, Justin, to be fair, I understand fans leaving early, mate. I do understand fans leaving early, but I mean, obviously, it's not very nice seeing the team losing 3-0. But I would always think that if you're going to leave early, at least try to stay till about 70 minutes. If you don't see no change in the players' attitude or playing style, uh, um, then obviously, then fair enough. You know, you paid for your ticket, you have the right to leave early, but it makes it harder for a team to turn it round at half time when they come out after the half time break and see that loads of the fans have left. You know, that just shrinks their confidence. Because if they see that the fans have got no confidence in them to turn it round, then it matters for the players to obviously to try and get up for the challenge, so to speak. So yeah, good point. Justin, thank you, mate. Jamie saying, Justin, I know, mate. Jamie laughing there. And Justin also laughing. Portsmouth dude saying, when do the League One playoffs start? Well, there's another weekend of. No, it's not. Sorry, we just had that, haven't we? So, yeah, I think start midweek, mate. I think it's midweek. So I'm getting confused with the championship. Yeah, it's midweek, I think, the playoffs start. I think I'll have to double check it. I've not looked at next week's fixtures yet. Oh, Spurs now on the charge as they win the ball back, charging down the middle. Fouled on the edge of the box, but no foul given by the referee. So yeah, think it's midweek, mate. Think it's midweek. Jamie saying Tottenham are funny team at more games. Yeah, I think Tottenham are just Arsenal with another opportunity there from Saka. Well, yeah, I think there's two clubs, in my opinion, guys, that massively disappoint in the top flight. That I think it probably would be good for them to be relegated to get some humble pie and focus. But obviously, they're not. The Spurs have got no chance of being relegated anytime soon because they've got good enough players to make sure they stay in the Premier League. But I don't mean this with any nastiness, but I think it'd be fair to see Tottenham and Everton relegated because they've been in the Premier League now for a long time and they've done nothing. They've achieved nothing. Other clubs have come up in the Premier League and achieved things. Just look at Wigan. You know, they came up. Yeah, all right. They didn't challenge too much in the Premier League, but they kept themselves in it and they did enough to win. It helped them win the FA Cup. You know, I know they got relegated the same season, but the whole point of being a football club is, and a football fan, we want to see our clubs win silverware. So even though Wigan might have flopped in the Premier League, they still used it to help them win a trophy, didn't they? You know, and loads of other clubs have come up and used it to either help them win a trophy, like a League Cup or an FA Cup, or challenging those competitions, or even getting into Europe. I mean, look at Brighton now. First time they played in Europe this season. Great experience for them, extra revenue for them. So they're looking to improve and use the Premier League to develop and grow the club and get into European competitions to generate more income, to obviously give them more chance to buy better players and invest in the team. But when we look at Tottenham and Everton, what do they do? Other than make up the numbers, guys, seriously, serious question. What do they do? Do you know, they just, to me, they just make up the numbers. They just make up the numbers. You know what I mean? And I know Tottenham fans have got delusions of, competing for the title, but they've been competing for the title for a number of years now. And they never get anywhere near winning it. They always slip up somewhere in the season and drop off. So for me, I'm nothing against the club, Tottenham, nothing against Everton, but these are two clubs that it just feels like they're just there making up the numbers. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, other clubs would show more ambition to try and use the fact of being in the Premier League to either get European experience, to get extra revenue, or have a cup run. You know what I mean? Can you believe that Tottenham and Everton in the last 20 years and not even made a charge on the cup to try and actually win an FA Cup or a League Cup. You know, it's pretty shocking when you look at it like that. SWFC 67 saying Friday, I think, for League One playoffs starts. Well, I'll check it later, mate, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'll have a quick look now. Now, Tottenham with the possession as they play it out wide to this near side. So the Northern Irish playoffs are on Wednesday. So the playoffs for the Northern Irish Premiership are on Wednesday. Let's have a look. Yep, you're right, mate. You're right. It is League One playoffs on Friday. First one is Barnsley v Bolton, kicking off at 7:30 on Friday night. Let's just have a look. Yeah, and the other playoff game in League One is played on Saturday night at 7:45. Oxford v Peterborough. So yeah, at the Friday and Saturday at the end of the week, the playoffs. Obviously, they'll carry on playing into the middle of the week and next week, the week after, I think. Now Arsenal on the attack. So thank you for that, SWFC 67. Yep, you're spot on, mate. Friday for the first one and Saturday for the second one. Jamie saying Portsmouth, I think it's next Saturday. Not sure though. I've just checked it, Jamie. It's Friday night and Saturday night for the playoffs, respectively. Jamie's saying this is why I stopped going to Premier League. Sheffield United games became because it's so expensive and it's so embarrassing to losing. Yeah, it is absolutely getting stupid, some of the ticket prices, Jamie. You're absolutely right, mate. Jamie saying, can't remember Tottenham doing nothing for years like Everton, them doing nothing for years. Absolutely. I'm nothing against these clubs. I'm not having a go at them in that way. I'm just saying, what is the point in being a long-standing Premier League club if you don't do nothing to actually win something? Do you know what I mean? I mean, even a League Cup. Do you know what I mean? Just win a League Cup. At least you give your fans something to shout about. You get that winning mentality. It encourages the players to go again and try and win something else the next season. But with Tottenham and Everton, they just seem to be them clubs that are making up the numbers. And like I say, what's the point in having two clubs that are just making up the numbers? You know what I mean? There's clubs in the lower leagues. Let's be honest. Leicester come up, showed more ambition. They won a Premier League. You know what I mean? Um, I think even Southampton, Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, if these clubs are given a certain period of time to be in the Premier League, I think they'd show more ambition than Everton and Tottenham. If obviously not immediately, you got to get in the Premier League and first establish yourself because obviously it's a tough league to stay in. But if you can get in it and stay in it, then I think clubs like Sheffield United, Wednesday, Portsmouth, even my club Bolton have done it. Brighton did it, Leicester did it, Southampton. All these kind of clubs would show ambition to try and use the fact of being in the Premier League to either win a League Cup or at least get to a League Cup final or an FA Cup final. Or getting into Europe. And West Ham, a lot of criticism goes to West Ham, but they just won the European Conference League last season. All right, it might be a lesser trophy, but it's still a trophy, isn't it, guys? You know what I mean? So all these other clubs that are trying to win things, and Spurs and Everton just keep doing their same thing every season, making up the numbers and achieving nothing with it. And they're thrilled to death about it. Do you know what I mean? They're thrilled to death about it. Jamie is saying, can't remember Nottingham Forest done nothing for years. Yeah, but Nottingham Forest different. If your club's been, I'm talking about clubs that have. I'm talking about clubs that have been long standing in the top flight in the Premier League. Clubs that have been there a long time, just making up the numbers. Spurs are guilty of that. Everton are guilty of that. Forest, you're right. They've not won nothing for quite a while, but they've not been in the Premier League for quite a while either. So that getting in the Premier League is achieving something, really, if you think about it, guys. You know, with how tough it is down in the Championship and League One, just getting in the Premier League is quite an achievement. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. It's so competitive. Um, just ask you guys know. Just ask Millwall fans and Preston fans. Every year they have hopes of getting promoted and just can't quite make it because they don't have the budget of the clubs coming down getting the parachute payments. And it shows evidence that that seems to make a difference because if you look at Preston and Millwall, obviously Millwall have had a disappointing season this season, but in seasons gone by, they've been there or thereabouts. They've been close to getting into the Premier League through the playoffs. Preston, the same, close to getting into the Premier League through the playoffs, but not quite being able to have enough. Do you get what I mean? So, you make a fair point, Jamie. But I was meaning specifically the clubs that have been in the Premier League for a long time, mate. That was the point I was making. But fair point, Jamie. And Jamie's saying they're only there for the money. Forest, do you think so? Well, I don't know about that, mate. Forest have got they've got European history. I'm sure they want to add to that, or the Forest fans will as well. But fair play, mate. You're entitled to your opinion. I respect that, Jay. Justin saying, great chat, but my roast is ready. See you later, fellas. Thank you, James. Justin, thank you, mate. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy your roast. Take care, mate. Best wishes to you. And thank you for being with us. A pleasure to have your conversation and company. Justin Hamilton, top man. Take care, mate. All the best. And as I say, enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good week next week, mate. Take care. Thank you, Justin. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Thank you very much if you have already. Jamie's saying, Justin, have a nice dinner, mate. Bye, pal. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. And SWFC 67 said 24 years last time we was in the Premier League. Yeah, well, yeah, but the point that I'm making, SWFC 67, is if you guys got into it, you guys would try to, I think you guys would try to use that to try and have a cup run or get into Europe. You guys would have that ambition to try and achieve something, to try and use the Premier League status to achieve something. Whereas you look at Everton and Tottenham, they've been in the Premier League for all those 24 years, 20 odd years, 30 years, whatever it is they've been in. And what they've done, they won nothing. They've won absolutely nothing. So they're just making up the numbers. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I think, like I said, I'm just making an example. I'm talking generally. Oh, Spurs have managed to pull one back here. Christian Romero. Well, Arsenal guilty of making mistakes at the back there. They played it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper tried to clear his box as he's played it straight into the Tottenham players' path, and Tottenham managed to slot it past him with Romero scoring low and hard into the far corner of the net. Well, 64 minutes gone, guys. Will that give Tottenham the chance to get back in it? Now they're on the charge on that far side as they come forward now, racing into the Arsenal half. Son playing it in towards the edge of the box as Arsenal challenge for it and win it back. And now Arsenal trying to play out from the back. Thank you for that, SWFC 67. Jamie saying, no, Tottenham and Everton, they're for the money, not for it. Right, my misunderstanding. My apologies, Jamie. My apologies, mate. I thought you were meaning Forest, but yeah, I thought that was a bit strange that you were meaning that. So, yeah, my apologies, Jamie. Sorry, mate. I misunderstood your comment. Portsmouth World, how you doing, mate? Pompey World, welcome to the show, mate. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're doing okay out there in Mexico. Pleasure to have you with us, Pompey World. Welcome to the show, mate. Pompey World saying finally Tottenham score. Well, thank you for that, Pompey World. Sorry, I got to laugh at that, mate. Ball knocked out of play on this near side, and that will be a throw into Spurs. But yep, good to see you, Pompey World. How's things with you, mate? Hope you're doing well. Congratulations on your team winning the league. Spurs now on the edge of the box as they play the ball out wide on this near side. It's crossed in, headed away by Arsenal. It's now Arsenal trying to get on the charge. Spurs sticking with them. So win the foul there. And that will be a free kick to Spurs on the halfway line. Jamie saying, hi, Pompey World. Welcome. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying, I'm going to say 3-3 full time. Cool. Oh, Spurs playing it into the box there, but the goalkeeper manages to come and intercept that quite comfortably. Thank you for that, Jamie. Hopefully we'll get some more goals, mate. Pompey World saying hi, Jamie. Top stuff. Thank you for that, Pompey World. Pompey World laughing. Thank you, mate. Jamie saying it's all good, guys. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, apologies, mate. Sometimes, as you know, I do get a bit confused with your comments that you guys put. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to follow the conversation. But thank you for your understanding, Jamie. You are an absolute gentleman. Top man. Now Arsenal on the attack on that far side as they come forward towards the edge of the box. Spurs trying to challenge there, but Arsenal managing to keep the possession as Saka now trying to get the shot off, but it's blocked off and the ball knocked back out to that far side as it's rolled out of play for a throw-in. So thank you for that, Jamie. Pompey World is saying thank you. No worries, mate. No worries. Absolute fantastic from you guys winning the league. You deserve it, mate. Deserve it. And hopefully Portsmouth managed to do well in the Championship. Although that's going to be a completely different prospect to League One, mate. But I'm hoping Bolton will be joining you. Although I'm not thrilled about being in the playoffs, mate. SWSC 67 saying, bye, Gaz and all. My roast is done. All right, mate. No worries. Thank you for dropping in, SWFC 67. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, mate. Enjoy your roast dinner. And thank you as again for being with us. Take care, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you have a good week ahead as well next week. And stay safe and well, mate. Take care. Top man. Thank you, SWFC 67. Awesome. Take care, mate. Enjoy your dinner as well. And Jamie's saying bye, SWFC 67. Have a nice Sunday afternoon, pal. Awesome, Jamie. You are an absolute star, mate. Absolute star. Loving the positive vibes from you as always, Jamie. You're an absolute star, mate. Thank you. SWFC 67 saying thanks, Gaz and Jamie. My pleasure, mate. Take care. And like I say, hopefully look forward to seeing you on future streams, mate. All the best. Thank you for that, SWFC 67. Now the ball played down this near side as Tottenham trying to come inside there, but Arsenal have made the challenge. It's now Arsenal knocking up the field and Tottenham make the challenge and it's gone out of play for a throw-in on this near side. Pompey World is saying Mexico is being good, but still getting my life settled here, and then continuing with my project. Wish your team Bolton the best in the playoffs, and hope Bolton get promoted to the Championship. Well, thank you very much for that, Pompey World. Top man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, well, I hope you get settled too, mate. It's got to be a year now. It's got to be a year now that you've been living back in Mexico. So I'm sorry to hear that you've still trying to get things settled, mate. But hopefully, in the next couple of months, you manage to, and then you can get back on with your project because it'd be certainly great to see you back at it again, mate. As As I don't need to tell you, you need to keep grinding away on it if you want to make it work. But obviously difficult when you've just moved to back to a different country. But yeah, hope it goes well, Pompey World. Hope things manage to start clicking for you, mate. And then you can start doing some of the things you enjoy, and get back to your project as well, mate. So yeah. Um, but thank you for the well wishes towards Bolton as well, mate. Appreciate it. And as I say, I really hope that things start to click into place for you out there in Mexico, mate, sooner rather than later. Top man. Thank you, mate. SWFC 67 saying, you two guys and all. Top man. Thank you, SWFC 67. Take care, mate. And thank you for that, top man. Pompey World saying Bolton do deserve to be in the championship. Well, very nice of you to say, mate. They're very nice of you to say. Although you got to, Pompey World, you've got to earn it, haven't you? You can't just get there by deserving it. You've got to earn it. But I think Bolton have let themselves down a few times this season, dropping points in stupid places. But I don't need to tell you about that, mate. You've seen enough of that from Portsmouth over the years. Obviously, you guys really got it clicking this year, but the previous seasons, obviously, you guys have experienced exactly what Bolton fans have experienced, dropping points in stupid places. But thank you for that, Pompey World. You are an absolute star, mate. Top man. Jamie is saying, two Sheffield people in the chat, Gaz. I know big derby, but we get on with each other. That absolutely. Thank you for that, Jamie. Absolutely, yeah. Well, that's because you guys are classy guys. You respect. You are true football fans, in my opinion, because you love the banter, you love the rivalry, but you love football, and you put the rivalry to one side sometimes to just enjoy being a football fan and mixing with other fans without all the hate nonsense. And that to me just tells me that you are a true football fan. Now, don't get me wrong, I get the rivalry and the banter and all that sort of stuff, but time and a place, isn't there? There's no reason why you can't put that to one side sometimes to just enjoy mixing with other fans and enjoy great football conversation and debates. And obviously, as a football fan, why would you not want that? Why would you not want that? We've seen how much we've all shared information with each other, helping each other learn more football knowledge because we all have respect for each other, and we enjoy conversation together. So well said, Jamie. Absolutely, mate. And that's what we're all about at Fandent. And it's fantastic that you guys buy into that. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, top respect to you guys. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie's saying, I do believe, guys, Barnsley going to get 1-0 at home, then go to Bolton. Then it's going to happen. 5-1 Bolton win, Gaz. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Jamie. I hope so, mate. I really do hope so. I really don't want... I really could do without another season of Barnsley fans bantering me. But thank you for that, Jamie. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed Bolton do. I am happy that the second leg this season is at Bolton. So that's fantastic. But thank you for that, Jamie. Top man. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Richarlison's just tried to nick the ball there, but he's got the foul instead. But yeah, thank you for that, Jamie. You are a star, mate. Pompey World clapping at that. Thank you, Pompey World. Nice one, mate. And Jamie is laughing. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. So free kick here for Arsenal on the edge of the centre circle. Ball kicked long down the field as both sets of players trying to win it, but it's Arsenal that come away with it. Now they play it out wide on that far side. So Pompey World, you're expecting a lot of transfer business, mate, in the summer. You guys got one step ahead. Obviously, the club will be already working on that, won't they, Portsmouth? Ball crossed in here for Arsenal. As ball blocked off there by Tottenham as Tottenham managed to clear their lines, knocking it away up the field. Richarlison there challenged, and he's won a free kick for Tottenham. I'm not a big fan of Richarlison, me guys. I think his attitude stinks. I really do. I think he's got a bad attitude. Ball played out wide on this near side. But yeah, I was going to say, Pompey World. Um, have you heard any news, any rumours, players you guys trying to bring in? Have you heard anything, mate? Obviously, you guys now know you're promoted, so the club will be well busy now trying to identify potential players that they can bring in to strengthen the squad. Obviously, you don't we want to keep the nucleus of that team that's got you promoted, but you do need to add a little bit to it because obviously going to be a tougher challenge in the championship, much more tougher challenge with all clubs able to beat each other in the championship. Really tough league to stay in that. Free kick on this near side for Tottenham. Ball crossed in as it's knocked away by Arsenal. And the ball bounces out of play on that far side. Portsmouth dude still with us? Well, I wasn't sure if you'd gone, mate. Portsmouth dude saying, I'd like to see a few new players come in for Portsmouth. I'm sure you will, Portsmouth dude. Obviously, you guys promoted. I'm sure the club's busy right now working behind the scenes to try and get players in because obviously the quicker you can start recruiting, then you get the better players before the opposition clubs start to make signings because obviously with Derby only just securing their promotion, they'll start to do business. But the playoff clubs, obviously, they'll have to wait because they can't start planning for. They'll be planning, but they can't start really starting to consider signing players properly until they know whether they're going to get promoted or they're staying in League One. So uh, it gives the point is it gives gives Portsmouth the advantage a little bit because you guys know you're going up now, so you guys can get stuck into identifying players before other clubs start doing business. But yeah, I agree. I think you guys. I think you should keep as much of that team as you can. What's up? You get promoted, but obviously you need to add a little bit more to it if you can to obviously give you a better chance of staying up in the championship. As we've seen this season, Sheffield Wednesday really struggled, but they managed to do it. They've kept grinding away. They kept chipping away, picking up points, and it looks like they're safe now. I think. Obviously, I think they'll want to try and get another point in the last game just to be sure of it, but I think they're safe now. Ball played out wide on this near side for Tottenham as they take it to the byline. Ball crossed in. It's deep as the goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out the air, and that relieves the pressure. Portsmouth dude saying, I haven't heard anything. Okay, mate. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, mate. I just thought I'd ask. I just thought I'd ask if you guys had heard anything because I've not actually heard anything myself either. Um, you might be able to get. Trying to think of some players that you guys could potentially get. Oh, crossed in nearby Tottenham, but again the goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out the air as the ball was crossed in. Well, as I said here, guys, Tottenham huffing and puffing, but not really doing a lot with it. As now Arsenal to play out from the back. Ball played out wide on that far side and a clumsy challenge there by the Spurs player on Saka. Saka down on the pitch here, holding his ankle. It's just yeah, just clash of ankles there. No malice in that. I just felt that probably because it's right on the bone. Jamie is saying, is it me or are Arsenal playing dirty? No, you could be right, Jamie. I mean, I know in the first half I've seen a few questionable challenges, but to be honest, since that third goal went in, I've not been as focused on the game because it looked like Arsenal were just going to go on and ramp it up and win it. So I've been obviously concentrating on more on the replying to you guys' comments. Like I say, when it was 3-0, it just looked like it was pretty much game over. So um, when we have games like that, sometimes it's better to use it to obviously give you guys your chance to have your points and views and opinions heard. And I've seriously considered stopping doing Premier League games because they don't help the channel. They really don't help the channel. We very rarely pick up much subs on Premier League games at the moment. We do pick up subs occasionally, but not enough on Premier League games. I mainly do the Premier League games for you guys that are regular fan Dennis. But as I found now, doing a lot of Sundays, a lot of Premier League games on Sundays, they don't really help. I think we do okay with Premier League games if we do them midweek, but on Sundays, we never really pick up many subs. So when I do the Premier League games, as I say, on Sundays particularly, it's more for you guys rather than obviously so much to. Obviously, we want to try and pick up subs if we can, but I'm just saying mainly pick up subs for Premier League games through the week. But obviously, we have a lot of EFL games going on through the week, and plus we also have to try and cover Scottish football where we can possible as well. So that makes it more challenging. But yeah, I think both of these teams are guilty of a bit of dirty play with each other when they come up against each other, aren't they? To be fair, mate. So Arsenal have got a free kick right out on the far side of the field, midway inside the Tottenham half. 82 minutes gone, guys. Still 3-1 to Arsenal. Ball crossed him. It's knocked away. As now Spurs win it outside the box. Now Spurs trying to break up the field, and Arsenal again with a poor challenge. Just to let you guys know, Bournemouth are winning 2-0 against Brighton in the other Premier League game going on that kicked off at 2. So Bournemouth 2-0 up against Brighton in the Scottish Premiership, guys. Dinner time game. It finished St Mirren 1, Rangers 2. And another game that is currently playing in the Scottish Premiership is Dundee 0, Celtic 1. Welsh Cup going on today as well. Connacht Nomads playing the New Saints. That kicks off at 25 past 5 later. Strange kickoff time, isn't it? Jamie is saying, I like Championship better than Premier League. Well, obviously, as you know, Jamie, I try to cover as much of all the leagues as possible, but we do focus more on the Championship and League One, but slightly more than the Premier League, simply because the mainstream media don't give them leagues as much coverage. So that gives us a chance to obviously cover games that you guys want to know what's going on in but might not always be on the telly. Yeah, that's a bad. Yeah, that. Well, I see what you mean, Jamie. I've just seen that challenge there by Reese kicking into the Spurs player. He's going to give the penalty. It's a Spurs penalty. Well, late chance here for Tottenham. Referee coming over to have a look at it. Jamie's saying, is it a penalty for Tottenham? Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it, mate. Yeah, so, well, late chance here for Tottenham to get themselves back into it. So, Carl, we're going to have a penalty, and I think it's going to be Son that takes it. 80, just coming up towards 86 minutes gone, guys. So, Son has gone to the left-hand side most of the times when he's took penalties. I'm sure the goalkeeper's going to be aware of that. Goalkeeper now bouncing about on his line. Son to take it. Into the top corner. And Son has pulled a goal back for Spurs. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. Will Spurs manage to grab the equaliser before full time? 86 minutes. Wow, we're coming up to 87 minutes now. So they've got 3 minutes plus whatever time he's added on to try and find an equaliser. And Jamie's saying, I thought Arsenal being playing dirty. Well, they just did, didn't they? Reece just got caught for a bad challenge. I'd have to watch the game back, to be fair, mate. As I say, I've not been concentrating enough on this one today. As soon as Arsenal went 3-0 up, I thought it was game over, to be fair, mate. So I concentrated more on the chat and obviously reading out you guys' comments, and I've not been fully focused on the game. So I couldn't tell you, in all honesty. I've been watching the game, obviously, but I haven't been watching it intently, fully focused. Well, yeah. Yeah, well, Spurs do equally as guilty because Richarlison has just took out Gabriel off the ball. That's a real, and then he goes down like he's thinking. See, that's why I don't like Richarlison. He's just a dirty player, just bad player. That's bad player. That doesn't surprise me, no. He's that kind of player. He's just got a bad attitude, that lad. Jamie saying 2-3 game on Tottenham. Thank you, Jamie. Yep. So Marta coming off here, and it's Kiwara coming on to replace him. And Tottenham making a substitution. Ben Davies coming on, and Lascelles coming on to replace him. So Ben Davies coming off. Lascelles to come on to replace him. Now Spurs with a possession on that far side. It's played forward as Tottenham lose the possession on that far side as Saka challenges for it and wins it back for Arsenal. Now Arsenal playing forward as they take it to the byline, trying to get the cross in there, but it's blocked by Tottenham. Jamie is saying, I love this channel, guys. It's a family channel on here. Everyone gets on with each other. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for saying. Appreciate you saying that, Jamie. Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do, mate. Build a positive channel where we feel like we're that close as friends, that it's almost family. Absolutely, mate. Real family vibe to it, and hopefully it continues. But still a lot of work to do to get it where it needs to be to help make my job easier anyway. But we're doing well, and the fantastic support from you guys is very much encouraging as always. But yeah, thank you very much. Very kind of you to say, Jamie. Appreciate your kind words, mate. Really appreciate your kind words. Top man. So corner on this near side for Arsenal. 6 minutes added on. Corner comes in towards the near post. It's punched away. As the goalkeeper manages to win that. So 6 minutes. Can Tottenham turn it round? Ball played long down the field as it's knocked out of play on this near side, and it's gone out of play. Jamie is saying, I be always in the chat to help out, Gaz. Well, thank you very much, Jamie. That's awesome. Well, hopefully I might meet you at some point as well away from the channel, mate. Because I'm well, soon I'm trying to. I'm got some personal stuff going on at the minute, but I'm hoping to get over to see my cousin at some point in the not too distant future, who lives over in Lincoln. And obviously, when I travel over to see him, I go right past Sheffield. So hopefully, might be able to arrange to meet up with you and maybe grab a coffee and at least say hello, see each other face to face. That'd be nice. But yeah, thank you very much, Jamie. Love the support, mate. You are an absolute star. Really appreciated. Thank you, mate. And I always enjoy your conversation and company, and I love the positive vibes that you bring and embrace as well, mate. Top man. But yeah, like I say, hopefully might get to meet you in the not too distant future if I get a chance to go over and see my cousin in Lincoln, and I'll stop off and meet up with you out around Sheffield somewhere if you're up for that, mate. Yeah, every time I don't know what that place is called, but every time I go over to Lincoln, I always stop at that. There's a services just outside Sheffield. I don't know what it's called now. I forgot the name. I just know where it is. But it's just outside of Sheffield. As you come over the tops and you drop down into Sheffield, um, it's quite close to the motorway. Um, I just don't know what it's called, but a big roundabout junction there, and there's a McDonald's there and a Shell garage, if I remember right. I think it's Shell. I always stop near there, but I don't know if you're anywhere near that area. But it depends which whereabouts in Sheffield you are. Obviously, I'll have to find out where would be convenient to meet up with you, mate. But yeah, that would be awesome. Definitely. Now, Tottenham have won a free kick on that far side. 3 minutes into the six added on here, guys. And Jamie's saying, yeah, have a coffee and get something to eat. Yeah, that'd be nice, mate. Absolutely, yeah. Ball crossed in as Arsenal head it behind, and that's gone out of play. But yeah, sounds good, Jamie. Jamie's saying, is there a big Asda next to it? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Ball crossed in from the corner. It's knocked away, not cleared, as Arsenal managed to knock it up the field. And the goalkeeper's come out to intercept it as he chips it back forward. Now Tottenham on this near side as they play the ball back into the centre circle. Now it's played out wide on that far side as they come forward now. Son trying to cut it back there as Spurs now outside the box. Arsenal thought they had it won, but now they've backs to the wall trying to keep Spurs out as they try to hang on to the win. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, I'd have to check what that junction is, but Song with a cross into the box. It's knocked away as Tottenham pick up the possession outside the box. Spurs losing the possession there as Arsenal quickly trying to get on the attack. Now Spurs just managing to and knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now they play it out wide to this near side. So they cut the ball back in. No, they're come forward towards the edge of the box. The Spurs trying to work their way through the congestion there. Playing it out wide to this near side as it's crossing deep, headed towards, well, it's headed behind. And that will be a corner on the far side. Up for this one. Jamie saying it's all Tottenham. It is, mate, at the moment. Corner comes in, it's knocked away. Spurs with a shot from the outside the box, but that's knocked away. As now Tottenham trying to get the cross in. Arsenal make the challenge and knock the ball out of play on this near side for a throw into Spurs. Ball crossed in deep and it's gone straight out of play. And there goes the final whistle. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. All those fans that predicted Tottenham were going to cause an upset in the title race, it wasn't to be. And Jamie is saying, where's this Tottenham team been? I know, mate. They really let themselves down today, didn't they, mate? They really let themselves down today. So yeah, the I forget the junction that it's called. That I'm trying to think of that. That garage. It's well, obviously you must know it, Jamie. You go up the M6 as if you're heading towards Leeds from Sheffield, and as soon as you go up it a bit, you come to a sign that says Manchester that tells you to come off the motorway to go over the tops. And if you come off there, follow that road along, eventually you come to a big roundabout, and on your right hand side there's a McDonald's and a Shell garage. So I don't know if you know that, if that's anywhere near where you are. I know it's in the Sheffield area. But might be a bit further outside of Sheffield than I'm thinking of, mate. But yeah, but wherever, anyway, we can arrange it. What like I say. So right, guys, let's have a look. Anyway, well, this game has gone in numbers, but Arsenal have got the win. I say, continue to challenge at the top of the league. Where are we here now? So let's have a look. Oh, that game has gone in numbers, guys. Just bear me a second. Don't forget, please do hit that like button. If you could, guys, would be appreciated. Just bear me a second. I'm trying to put it on the screen now. There we go. So this is how the game has gone in numbers, guys. Total shots, 14 for Tottenham, 9 for Arsenal. Shots on target, 2 for Tottenham, 3 for Arsenal. Possession, 63% for Spurs, 37% for Arsenal. Passes, 555 for Tottenham, 341 for Arsenal. Pass accuracy, 89% for Tottenham, 81% for Arsenal. Fouls, 12 for Tottenham, 16 for Arsenal. Yellow cards, 2 for Tottenham, 1 for Arsenal. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides, 3 for Tottenham, 4 for Arsenal. And corners, 8 for Tottenham, 6 for Arsenal. And if we have a look at the table, there we go, guys. We can see in the table, Arsenal go top, 4 points clear of Manchester City, but obviously City playing very shortly in the other game, as they could close the gap to 1 point, but they also still have that game in hand. So Arsenal might obviously keeping the pressure on, but it's City's to win if they keep winning every game that's remaining. Obviously, Arsenal now only have 3 games left of the season, as Manchester City have 5 games, obviously, with including the one game that they play this afternoon. Tottenham into 5th position on 33 games played, on 60 points. So obviously Tottenham with 2 games in hand on Aston Villa, so they could still climb into that top 4. Obviously Villa sitting there at the moment on 35 games played, 67 points. So we'll have to wait and see. But as I say, it's still mathematically possible for Tottenham to get into that top 4, but they would obviously need to win their game in hand, their 2 games in hand, and also hope that Aston Villa drop some points somewhere, because even winning their 2 games in hand, Villa would be 1 point ahead of them. Jamie's saying, no, I know you are on about it's far from Asda at the bottom. The car stops up top of the top. The association is and coffee shop. The car stop up top. An association is and coffee shop. I'm not sure where you're on about there, Jamie. Obviously, you live in Sheffield, mate. You know it a lot better than I do. But I think I've seen it at the Asda. I think I've seen a big Asda from the motorway. Um, But no offense, mate. Happy to be meeting up with you, but I'd rather meet outside of the, away from the town centre, because I'm on my way to obviously go see my cousin. So last thing I need to do is go and get caught up in city centre traffic unnecessarily. Jamie saying, I know you on about, pal. Well, thank you, Jamie. Let's say we'll make up. You let me know somewhere that's near you, um, nearer to the time, and I'll look it up on the in the A to Z and see if it's how much of a detour it is from my usual journey. But yeah, if we can arrange it, great. If not, we'll hopefully meet up at another time. Not a problem. But I just thought I'd mention it. If it's possible, we'll do it. If not, not a problem. But obviously, like I say, we have to be somewhere that's easy for both of us to access, I suppose. But I'm not going. No offense, man. I'm not going trekking across the other side of Sheffield to detour massively away from the journey, because it's already what 2.5 hour journey over to my cousin's from where I am to go and see him in Lincoln. So obviously, if I detour into Sheffield city centre, that's going to add another half an hour onto the journey. Um, Jamie saying, great live, guys. Liked. Great live, guys. Great, pal. Great work, mate. And everyone in the chat. Thank you very much, Jamie. Thank you very much. You guys contribute to the channel, as I always say, mate. And a pleasure, as always, having your conversation company, Jamie. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate your kind words, Jamie. As always, mate, love the positive vibes from you. And it's been a pleasure having your conversation and company. I hope you guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Jamie, and have a good start to the new week next week. Top man. Thank you, Jamie. Best wishes to you, mate, and to Megan as well. Hope you guys, as I say, enjoy the rest of the weekend, what's left of it, and have a good week next week. Top man, Jamie. Always a pleasure. What a top classy guy. Thank you, mate. So, guys, just to quickly let you know what's going on around the grounds in the Premier League. Finished Bournemouth 2. No, hang on. Let me refresh that stupid thing. Yeah, sorry. Bournemouth 3, Brighton 0. As we know, right here, it's finished Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. Forest kicking off against Manchester City at 4:30. In the Scottish Premiership, St Mirren 1, Rangers 2. That's a full-time result. Dundee v Celtic still playing. It's on 47 minutes gone. Dundee 0, Celtic 1. In the Scottish Ladies Cup, Spartans played Hearts today. There's no score being shown. In the Women's Premiership, guys, English Premier League for the ladies game, Everton 1, Arsenal 1, Villa 1, West Ham 1, Tottenham 1, Brighton 1, Leicester 0, Manchester United 0. That game is still playing. And Bristol City playing Manchester City ladies later on this evening at 6:45. So there you go. English national team, national league game, one gone game just kicked off, guys. Bromley v Altrincham in the playoffs of the National League, and that is currently 2 minutes in, still 0-0. So there we go. I'm not going to read out every result because it's not that busy in the chat. Jamie saying, and you nice Sunday afternoon too, chill out, mate. Yeah, I'm going to go and get some stuff done, mate. Going to go and get some stuff done and try and get a few other things done and need to try and salvage some time for the weekend to try and get catched up with a few things. But thank you, Jamie. As always, mate, it's always a pleasure having your conversation and company. And I wish you the very best, mate. Wish you and Megan the very best. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon, mate. And as I say, hope you have a good week next week as well. Thank you, as always, Jamie. You are an absolute diamond, mate. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here as it's finished. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 3. Arsenal managing to get the 3 points to keep the momentum going. The question is, can they win the league? Obviously, with City, the machine that they are, keep winning. And I've got a funny feeling they're going to probably win another game this afternoon as they play away at Nottingham Forest. But we'll have to see what happens. But thank you, Jamie. As always, mate, thank you very much for your conversation and company. Stay safe, mate. Best wishes to you and to all you guys listening in the background. Thank you very much for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe and well. I look forward to seeing you guys on future streams. But for now, that's it from me. Please do hit that like button, guys, before you leave. And thank you very much if you have already. As I say, best wishes to everyone. And stay safe out there. Look forward to seeing you guys on future streams. But for now, that's it from me, guys. Take